I'm an artist. Now, there are so many things that artists struggle with to put out the best possible content for you. Now, some of the things I struggle with. I wanted to do this video simply because I want to document the things that I struggle with as an artist, and one day be able to look back on it and see how far I came. So this is my journey to monetization as a YouTube artist. Now, ever since I started YouTube, I always had this pounding fear in the back of my mind. What if they won't accept me? What if they see me as a fraud? What if they don't even like the artwork that I do? Now, some of these things I still struggle with even today. Now, doing YouTube, I went through a lot of emotions, a lot of ups and downs, and some of these I never experienced before ever in my life. I always done art because it's my passion, but not only because it's my passion. I've done it as a way to escape reality from some of the things that I was going through in my life. And when I started doing YouTube, something changed. It was fear. Now, as I grew and got more subscribers, that fear just kept reminding me, what if they don't like what you do? Now, for anyone to do YouTube, and it's easy, showing your artwork or sharing your most inner thoughts and being on camera for the world to see is one of the most vulnerable acts of content creation that you can ever do. And it was one of my biggest fears. It's true. I'm not afraid to admit. A year ago, I watched a video by Pencilz Rodriguez, and it brought some of those fears to the surface. It made me seriously think if I wanted to continue to do YouTube. I battled with it for quite a while. Now, the fear of failure can stop us from taking risks that should be our defining moment, no matter if you're an artist or if you're a general content creator. But I think for me, it was more than just the fear of failure. It came down to three of the main things that I struggle with. And I struggle with these so bad to the point to where I wanted to leave YouTube and never do it ever again. Now, it's true that artists are more hard on themselves than anyone, but so that was a totally different story. Now, if you add that in with the pressures of YouTube, the pressures of trying to gain traction in the algorithm, it could be some serious stuff for artists. Now, I came up with multiple videos, but I kept looking at other artists that already done these ideas. And I didn't want to be labeled for copy of other artists trying to be like these artists. I think me doubting myself is the one thing that hindered the growth of my YouTube channel, because I wasn't even confident to believe in myself, let alone in my own creative ability. I know now that it's okay to do something that other artists have done because it's only one view and you can put a different spin on what that artist have done. Now, you can always add in your own creativity and your style to the art that you're doing. For me, this one hits home a little. I was a little intimidated seeing artists like Jazza, 1000, Slew, Doke, Gox Art, just to name a few. Now, these artists have a style. They're known for building communities around the style that they built for themselves. But for me, I struggle finding my own style, and I still do to this day. I think it's because I like so many styles that may have something to do with it. But in that, I want to do videos like people I admired the most, and that was one person, Gox Art. But I had to switch up my style because it got so bad. I was getting hate comments from people saying I was trying to be like him. in which I wasn't. I just admire him as an artist and as a content creator to put that level of ability in your own videos. It's amazing. But in that, I was afraid if I showed that I didn't have a style, no one would want to watch my videos, see what I had to offer as an artist. And I think that was one of the major things that I struggled with a lot, and I feared the most. As an artist, we're hard on ourselves than anyone in the comments could ever be. While some comments can be hurtful or cruel, this had to be the biggest fear of mine. I felt that if people were to criticize me, they would call me a fraud. And some of them probably tell me I would never be good enough to make it as a YouTube artist. While I still struggle with these things, I had to learn that I will always face challenges as an artist, and I know that this is just the beginning of my journey, and I have a lot to learn. It isn't easy, but I'm learning as I go. Now, I'm facing my fears as an artist and walking my path to being monetized on YouTube. And let me tell you, it's hard work, but I'm willing to do it. If you're an artist, let me ask you a question. What is the biggest fear you had when you started doing YouTube? Let me know down in the comments, and maybe someone in the community can show you how they overcame the very same thing that you may be struggling with. Now, while I'm dealing with all of this stuff, the number one constant thing that I kept dealing with, I was in my own head constantly about this stuff. Until one day I just really got sick of it. I got fed up with it. I got out of my head, and I worked for months to lay out a solid video strategy. And I did. Now, during these months, this is like after my apartment fire, I was just working. And after I did that video strategy, I went in a totally different direction with my channel, and I was ready to embrace the unknown. I was scared. Did I have the fear of the unknown? Yeah, I did. But the only way I could do it was to face my fears and push towards my goal. And I was afraid the whole way. January 15th. I published my first video after being away for 5 months. Now, 2 days after that, the video started to take off, and I hit my first 1K video in 9 days. Now, I have a video that's 3,000 views, but to have a video hit in 1K in 9 short days was unbelievable, and it really showed me that my hard work is starting to pay off. And it all happened because I was able to face my fears and take a chance. I bet on myself. I didn't second guess myself. I stuck to my plan and just kept going. And it honestly gave me the hunger for more than I ever imagined. Although it gave me doubts at times, I'm glad that I was confident in myself and I didn't let it stop me. I kept going. Now, I would recommend to any artist, scratch that. Anyone that have fear of doing something, just face it head on. I mean, if you face it head on, you never know what's on the other side. You may succeed, you may not, but the thing is, you tried. I'm proud of myself. So, if you guys watched that video, thank you so much for watching that video, and some of the nice comments that you guys had. And this is giving me hope that this is starting to be a good year to remember. And maybe if I just keep this pace, maybe, just maybe, I may just get monetized on my journey to monetization. So, If you're an artist and you like these type of videos to where sharing the thoughts of some of the stuff that we as artists struggle with, I urge you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We can bounce thoughts off each other and help each other grow and overcome these fears or things that we struggle and deal with in growing our YouTube art challenge. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and I got more videos like this coming, sharing some of my most inner thoughts about my YouTube channel. Thanks.